Season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Kaepernick. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Now back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback, prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Play action. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. On the move to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Finding room to the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. This one taken in by Cephas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. No score after one on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Benjamin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. So
the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever, because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So out now come the Lions. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returning, it's Benjamin. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. We'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out in Indy. Seattle in town for the season opener against Indianapolis. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. The rookie from UNC, Michael Carter, with 2 touchdowns there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A.J. Green, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Garoppolo rolling to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big
rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And Garoppolo, wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw, Kaepernick. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now Kaepernick. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. You expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Here's Swift. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Kaepernick going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds from 6 yards away. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Into the secondary past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Kaepernick now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Kaepernick now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick. Toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Lions touchdown.
Quintez Cephas.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Kaepernick. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo looking to throw. Rolling to his right.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team. This is the player card. This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor. This player has a zone ability.